Hey guys, got some news this morning that I'm really excited about, and if you're a fan of big, durable, powerful monster trucks, by the end of this video, I think you're going to be excited too. Now before we talk about this truck, I want to quickly talk about the company that it's coming from. If you're in the United States, you might not be that familiar with the name Hobao, but they're a company that's been around a really long time, and they've been making high-quality, durable vehicles for many years. They're a household brand in a lot of other countries, but not that well known in the United States. I think this truck may change that. Now before we get started, I want to remind you guys to go ahead and get subscribed because I'm going to be getting one of these trucks. I'm going to be reviewing it and bashing it. I've got a lot of other really cool stuff coming up that you're definitely not going to want to miss, so make sure you get subscribed, hit that bell to get notified, and as you watch this video, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. All right, let's take a closer look at this thing. This is the Hobao Hyper MTX 1/8 scale monster truck. First thing I want to say is, I think Hobao is doing themselves a bit of a disservice by calling this thing 1/8 scale. This truck is going to be a full 4 inches longer than the 1/8 scale Arrma Notorious. It's going to be wider, taller, have a longer wheelbase, wider track width. This thing is massive for a 1/8 scale monster truck. And that's not even the most exciting part. What's the most exciting about this truck is what they've done under the hood. This truck is going to be the successor to the 1/8 scale Hyper MT Sport Plus, but it has a lot of design features from the MT Plus 2. Taking a look under the hood, there's some really interesting things going on here. First thing I want to point out is this is not a standard flat plate chassis. By first appearance, you might think that it is a TVP or twin vertical plate chassis, but it's not that either. It's a U-shaped chassis, which is stronger than either a flat plate or a twin vertical plate. Not only is it a U-shaped chassis, but in this instance, this is a full 70/75 machined aluminum chassis. No stamped 6061 parts here, guys. This thing is going to be absolutely bulletproof. I've got the 6061 version on my MT Plus 2, and it has been extremely durable. Speaking of that MT Plus 2, my MT Plus 2 has been extremely impressive, and this thing shares a lot of the same components. I expect it to be just as impressive. It's got an all-steel drivetrain, universal joints front and rear, spiral bevel differentials front and rear, an aluminum cased center differential, big beefy 150 amp Hobbywing 8BL 150 ESC and motor. Motor's got a nice big heatsink and fan on it as well. It's got the same basic roll cage on it from the MT Plus 2. I've noticed they've reinforced it though, which is really nice because that roll cage on the MT Plus 2 is a little bit more flexible than I would have liked to have seen. Other things that they've improved from the previous versions are the steering rack, which is really nice because the steering rack was a weak point on the previous versions. They've also got some updated shocks with some really nice looking coated shafts. These shafts are black. I'm not sure if this is a DLC coating or not, but if it is, that'd be really impressive. They've got some revised shock towers and shock tower guards. They're calling the center transmission new, but it's basically the same center transmission that you'll see in the MT Plus 2, which has been absolutely bulletproof in my experience. They've updated the bumpers from the MT Sport Plus, and it looks like they're using the wheelie bar off the MT Plus 2, which is another great feature. It's a big 3-wheel wheelie bar. Haven't had any issues with mine. They've got the same tires from the previous version as well, with an updated look to the wheels. These are going to be riding on standard 17mm hexes, so you can put whatever wheels you want on here. Now this truck's going to become available in 2 different versions. You can get it as a ready to run, or really interestingly, you can get this as an ARR, almost ready to run. So if you're the kind of person that always just throws the electronics away in a truck, you can save a bunch of money here by getting the almost ready to run and putting your own electronics in it. Speaking of prices, the almost ready to run is going to be $530 and the ready to run is going to be $730. Now those prices are reasonably high, but keep in mind you're getting a much bigger truck for that price than you would be getting with, say, an Arrma Notorious or pretty much any other 8 scale vehicle out there. So what do you guys think about this? Are you going to get one of these? I know I'm going to get mine pre-ordered right away. I can't wait to get this thing and start reviewing it. If you guys are interested in that, reviews of other vehicles and upgrades, news and bashing, make sure you get subscribed, hit that bell to get notified. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.